All right, brand new episode from Run to Tell That podcast. How was everybody's week, bro?
Yeah, mine wasn't too bad.
Yeah. Okay.
Roger,
I
mama,
think they
you go
still.
down
I
sweet.
think everybody's still setting up.
Yeah, well, it. Oh, oh, wait for him to come. What up? What up? What up?
What's up?
Yeah.
How's everybody? How was y'all week?
And it's always good to be back with you fellas on a Friday night, man. Yeah. All is good. Yes, sir. Hey,
All
it's
right.
JP. I'm
Mine
glad
was
to be
pretty
back.
good.
And it's old JP. I'm glad to be back in the number.
All right.
Had a good week, and I look forward to seeing you guys.
All right.
Start another podcast.
All right. Tonight's topic is episode 95. Step right up. Tales of bonus moms and dads.
Love y'all, bro. All right, brother. Be good. Love you too,
So,
man.
bro,
hmm Yeah.
how'd you come up with this topic?
Well, I seen one of them good old TikToks, and the guy had his talking about his stepdaughter and going in the military and all that. Talked about the paperwork and everything, and she told him that she was leaving everything to her real dad, and he was like he the one that raised her and everything. So I was
Hey,
like maybe something good to talk about.
hey, my brother.
All
I'm
right.
gonna say right here. Whenever you have raised a child and took care of them, and when they were sick, you wiped that snotty nose, boy or girl. When they were the pampers, you changed them pampers. You were their real dad, regardless of you their biological father or not. But a lot of times, I think folks get things mixed up here. So you're the real dad, real granddad. You're the one. Uh, and so, but I'm glad this topic has come up because I think that this is going to be a very interesting.
We didn't get the last thing you said.
He said this is going to be an interesting topic.
Okay.
And the thing about it too is that when uh when you are somebody's bonus mom and dad, you try not to overstep the mom, and you can see this kid acting up. This kid want attention, and this kid actually y'all gotta remember now, kids do things that actually shame their parents, especially if the dad or the mom is not part of it. And what I mean by that is that the bonus kid is the step kid.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to remember too now, like if I had a step kid and all this stuff like that, and they start acting up only to me, and I went to the mom and said, hey, Joshua was sitting there doing this, that, and that, and she's like, I can't believe he was doing that. He never do that with me.
Mm-hmm.
I was he was doing it to me.
Yeah.
So you try to show that initiative to actually show who, like, you're not my dad.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna tell me what
Yeah.
to do
Yeah.
and all this stuff like that. So yeah,
Yeah.
the bonus kid is
Yes.
I don't like bonus kids.
No. Hey.
The terminology bonus kid. You didn't say step, you said bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because he's extra.
Yeah.
And like I said again, and I think you have to be confident in your ability to raise somebody else's child. One.
now I'm gonna tell you now, you gotta be careful raising somebody else. So you gotta be careful because if it's a son
Mm-hmm.
who go back to his dad
Yeah.
and say, Isaac told me
Yeah.
that I need to do this, that, and that.
Uh-huh.
I mean, who the hell is Isaac?
Yeah.
Why he telling you that?
Yes.
That's my mom boyfriend. No, I'm your dad.
Uh-huh.
He can't tell you anything about life.
Yeah.
And all this stuff like that. I can tell you about life.
I understand 100% what he's saying. But let's be mindful now. If Isaac is in the home,
Uh-huh.
and Isaac is covering a portion of the bills and paying the costs,
Uh-huh.
again, to be the boss, I think Isaac and Dad need to sit down and get on one accord.
Mm-hmm.
Because again, if
You said dad need to get on.
if
Son
I,
with the stepdad.
like I'm saying, dad and stepdad need to get on one accord
But
because
what if Isaac's not telling the truth? What if
that
he not?
that
What if?
couple to be on one accord.
But what if
I
he
got
telling?
an answer for both of them. Men do not date single women with children.
Oh Lord.
What?
That's go ahead, Jay.
Men
What?
do not date single women with children.
I
Do
can't
not
say
do
that
it.
because I did it. I did it. I
I
did it
understand,
twice. I did it multiple
but you
times.
a gigolo.
I ain't gonna say twice.
You know, hey, and I know I'm gonna make people mad. Yeah. They say, well, what about the man that's got kids? But I'm telling you, men do not date these women. You know, yeah, I'm almost 60. But what I'm saying now, men need to stay away from women that are baby,
But why?
got baby daddy,
But why though?
because of all the drama
Why?
that it brought into the
But
situation.
the only
See,
problem.
we come from a different generation.
The only problem I got with what you were saying is
Yeah,
that.
we come from a different generation.
So what if it's a reverse cycle?
Here's the thing.
What if the woman you say woman don't date man with 10 kids,
Yeah,
11 kids?
but
now,
we'll be wasting our
sometimes men have 7, 8 kids.
But I'm just saying.
But the difference is, I got an answer for you. The difference is, we don't love, what is it?
No.
Keisha's,
Oh,
but women love Fuki's and Ray Ray. And Keisha's, Ray Nisha's.
I call them undergarments.
Hey, so here's the thing. Men still know what we want.
Wow.
We want women that are conservative. We want women that are respectful. We don't want women that are feminine. We want women that get with the program. But women still love Pookies and Ray Rays.
Why?
Hell, I don't know why they love
You know
Pookies
what?
and Ray Rays.
It's just the same way how
Bad
men.
boy.
It's just the same way how we love different kind of women.
I like good
You know what I'm saying?
quality women, G. You married a good high quality woman.
No, but I'm
They
saying
married
is that
good quality.
no, but what I'm saying is that we sit there. We can't.
You used to be a Pookie. That's why you get sick. So since when I talk about this stuff, you know you used to be a doggone Pookie.
I never ever said that in a day in my life.
I've said it.
Never.
Him
No.
used to
No.
be a Pookie.
But
And
listen,
Ray Ray back in the day.
listen, and I'm not picking on G on him, but again, him walked into a situation, but again, it worked because again, the baby was respectful.
Mm-hmm.
She grew up around respectful people,
That's first.
and again, so when he came in,
Just like
from the outside looking in,
Yeah.
again, there was really no static.
No.
He understood his role, and again,
But at the end of the day, Keisha, Teresa,
and Reggie,
Kendra, they don't understand that
No,
situation.
no.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I mean, like
we
every
want to hear your point. We want to hear your point.
think about it, every situation will be different.
Yes, for sure.
It will.
Y'all keep I got the call.
But you're right, G. Every situation be different. But I'm telling you, in general speaking, hey, think about this. Research has shown, and you can look this up, that when a woman raises a child in a single mother household, the child is more likely to be incriminated, male or female. The child is more likely, and they've got a degree in this stuff. In this, the child is more likely to be a high school drop out of school. Child is more likely to be get pregnant at an early age, get on drugs at an early age. But if that same child is engaged, thank you, Dale, in an inappropriate relationship, but when they're raised by their father, it's almost as if they're in a two-parent household, if male or female, if they're raised by their father. So my point is,
hold up.
okay, G, I'm gonna hold up.
Have you ever been with a Porsche?
I've been with what's a Porsche first, G?
A Porsche. Have you ever been with a woman who acts like a Porsche? I mean, like
Porsche
car.
Yeah.
Fast,
They're fast.
tight in the turn.
And then by the time you get with them, you say, "Hey, hello, Porsche." You
Yeah,
in a
yeah.
Porsche.
Yeah.
I mean, like you can't move as fast as
Yeah.
the dang
Hey,
Porsche.
yeah, I told one, but I say you are a Ferrari, babe, and I'm a BMW.
Oh Lord, a BMW.
I mean a BMW. I said, yeah, you are. Yeah, I say BMW there. Hey, so yeah, I've been with her years ago. Yeah, years ago, and but now on the same token, they need to sit down somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, they go to bed. That's all I got to say. Come on, boys. Don't date single women with children, fellas. That's
Well,
my
you know
I'm
what?
not
advice.
gonna.
I would
I've
say,
I've done that.
yeah, yeah,
I don't
Yeah,
agree with that.
if Rod can get
I
in
don't
what I'm
agree with
saying.
that.
Now,
What, what,
Yeah,
hey,
I
listen,
would. Yeah, I don't
hey,
agree with
you know
that.
I love you, my brother, and we agree to disagree.
disagree. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey, but
well,
yeah,
if
the
and I
if
only
don't agree with
the
that.
only reason the only
yeah,
reason why I'm a agree with Rod right now, J Rod, is because some of these ladies get caught up.
they do.
They get caught up in with the wrong person
They
and all that stuff like that. Hey, I love you, Tyrone.
yeah,
I and Tyrone, I love you,
yeah,
Betty.
yeah.
I love you. And then all of a sudden, Tyrone go out
I
and
agree
meet.
with you.
You
But
know what I
what
mean?
when they
And
got?
then when you got a good woman, you will never ever know
Yeah,
where they get
I
caught up.
agree with you.
I mean, you don't have this
How
kid,
about
and
three
all of a
kids?
sudden this woman. No, I'm gonna tell you a perfect example, man. Please forgive me, cause I'm gonna actually take it there. My cousin, my cousin in Charleston. Girl, I love you, but please don't go on social media after I say this. I gotta actually tell your story. I'm gonna tell her story. Look, she got 3 kids,
About three different daddies.
3 baby daddies.
See,
But guess what? She's a nurse.
I don't care.
No,
They the worst one to date.
listen what I'm
See,
saying. Listen what I'm saying.
even
Listen what
my
I'm saying.
granddaughter,
She struggled for what she wants.
she struggle all she wants. She struggle by herself.
But guess what? She on top. She living in a $300,000 home. She
Me,
got a what I'm saying is that you gotta get through your struggle first
you,
to actually accomplish. Go ahead, bro.
no woman got three different baby daddies.
She did, and that was when she was young, 16.
It don't matter.
Babe, look, please, look. I gotta tell you a story because it's a true testimony of who you are
And what she can overcome.
and what she
I
overcome.
don't care.
You know what I'm saying? She don't owe nobody nothing.
That's good. She being
But
an adult.
guess what? JP, you too hard on the woman.
She
Man.
being an adult.
Stop it. You too
I don't
hard.
know woman.
You too
Three
hard, bro.
different baby daddies. And
She
just
learned her lesson, but she's still able to take care of her.
that's good. She being an adult. G.
Yeah,
I
but
have women
I just
understand that
don't.
I'm strong, independent, and I can pay my own bills. I got a house, I got a car, I got this amount of money in the bank. That's all a part of being a damn adult.
You rough on
Yeah,
her now.
but
That's all part of
yeah,
being
but
an adult. But men
my
do that
question
all the time.
is, what is the difference between the man that got 3 kids
Yes, sir.
with three different women? And let's not say that they all quality women, because they all laid down with this one guy. So we need to like not say that men when men do it, they choose quality women. No, no, let's not say that because
Hey,
That's right.
what's different between a man with 7 kids with seven
yeah,
different baby mamas different from
That's
the
right.
woman with 7 kids with
That's
seven baby
right.
daddies?
hey,
Hey,
jiggle.
Gerard, you got a point.
Hey, hell, y'all ain't saying that. Gigolo, we got.
No, because no, I'm asking. No, no, it's not a
I got.
point. It's not a no, it's
Hey,
not a point. It's a question. No, really,
yeah,
this
I
is a
agree. Look,
question. It's not a
look.
statement.
At,
It's a question.
look at this point. Hey,
It's a question.
at this point, Gerard, me and you on the same page.
Gigolo.
I'm on
Because
the
I mean,
page
because
of
it's
keep turning.
no, because I mean, because it's a, I mean, it's a serious question.
I
We
know,
labeled the
Gigolo, you can
man
answer for.
with 7 kids with 7 different baby mamas. Okay, you call them Pookies and Ray Rays,
Yeah.
right?
Hey,
But then there's also what people call the high quality man that
yeah.
has multiple kids with
That's right.
different women.
So what do you
Because
call them?
because okay, and because I'm gonna
That's
put
what I'm
myself
saying
out
right
there.
there.
No,
Hey,
but I'm saying because I'm gonna put myself out there. Back in the day, I could have had plenty of kids.
Hey, and I thought you
Does
did.
that make me a Pookie and a Ray Ray? I get up, I go to work, I pay my bills, I pay my taxes like everybody else.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm
Hey,
saying. So we can't sit here and
yes, we can.
drag the women
Oh,
and
oh,
not
guess
drag
what?
the men. We
Hey,
gotta
hey,
drag them in.
look, I'm
You
with you.
gotta
I'm
drag.
with you.
No, you no,
Look,
no. You gotta.
I
You
agree a
have
hundred.
to play a level playing field. You can't
Check
knock
this
the
out.
women and say that
Hey,
the men only go after high quality women. That is not true because back in the day, if you were
You're
younger,
100%.
back in the day, if you were younger, you was looking for the ratchet chick. That was the one
That's
you didn't
right.
have to work hard for. The other ones you had to work hard for when you was 19, 20,
Hey,
21. You was in the
hey,
military,
Gerard.
I was in the military. I know
Hey, Gerard. You remember the days
how many
where,
military men got multiple kids with different women. A lot.
and
So
you
that's what I'm
remember back in
saying.
the day,
We can't drag, huh?
you remember back in the days when people used to have peanut brittle around their mouth. You didn't even know if they went
Yeah,
around the. You know what I'm saying?
hey,
But I agree. Look, I
exactly.
agree 100%. I agree 100% with Gerard saying, look, we sit there and the guys can like as guys, we can sit there and have 10 different kids, and
hey,
we
no, we
okay.
can't.
No, you got some people out there with 10 different
Well,
kids,
see,
JP.
we ain't
Now
got
you,
all
I
that.
mean, like think
I
about it.
agree with you,
Now
but
you
we
have
got
some
on that
men.
subject.
So think about it. You got some men out there
We have
that
not
do.
addressed that subject.
No, but what I'm
I
saying is,
agree with
you got some men out there that is doing some stuff that a woman will do. If you got a woman with three, so how can we judge a woman
I
with three different
would
kids
judge
when
your
you got
situation.
somebody with six, seven
Hey,
different kids
think about it. What's
with
his name?
six different mothers?
What's the cat name that's making all the babies? These
No,
different. We used to have that Flint show.
NBA
Uh,
young boy.
no,
I
no,
only know he got.
but
Oh,
no.
oh, you talking about Nick Cannon?
Nick Cannon, I like these cats. They can afford these kids. They can take care of the women. They can take care of the kids, and the women know what they're getting into, and they're not single mothers out there struggling because these women, some of them getting 20, 30, $50,000 a month in child support from these men. So they can't say that these women are struggling, these kids are struggling, these kids are lacking, and these women know what they're getting to. Y'all know that the majority of women want cats like that doggone a gigolo that's on here talking. 90% of the women want 10% of the men, and then 10% of the women want 90% of the women want 10% of the men out there,
Yeah,
and that's the
yeah,
top
yeah.
10%. And G, you fall into that
No,
category.
man, stop doing that, man. You messing me up.
Don't get mad about it. Hey, don't
Hey, sorry,
no,
Donald Trump
you
and
fall into that
L
category.
L
They want men that are
what's his
6 feet
El
tall.
Chapo.
They
I'm
six
sorry.
figure income.
I don't mean nothing by
Yeah,
that.
All I'm gonna
Gerard,
say is, when
Gerard,
it comes
Gerard,
to that, when it comes to that,
no,
that is
I'm just
because
telling you,
I
you
am
hit that
in,
category.
because I no, I am in the dating scene.
Dale got something to say.
Nobody is. I'm saying nobody else is in this podcast in the dating scene. All women are not looking for that. That is a small percentage of women that are
Bull,
looking for that.
the majority of
That
them
is not.
are.
That is not the majority of the women that's dating right now.
Google it.
That is a
Google it.
small percentage.
Google it.
That's what I'm saying. I
Google it.
said
Hey, can
small percentage. I didn't say zero, JP. I said it's a small
Hey, brother,
percentage.
brother.
That is not.
See, you
I'm the
see
only
why
one in this.
that
I'm the only one in
gigolo,
here that's dating.
why you like that? A gigolo.
I want to
I'm the
say,
only one that's dating. So the women that I have talked to, none of them are looking for that. So that's what I'm saying. That is a
Hey,
small
why is it?
percentage of women. That's
Dale,
not a. That's not. I'm not saying that there's none. You're taking it like I'm saying
okay.
that there's no women out there like that. I'm not saying
Oh,
that. But you're saying that the biggest percentage of women want that. That is not accurate. That is not the biggest percentage of women that want the three sixes. They don't. All of them don't want that.
they want the bad boy. They want the 3 6s. Uh, uh, and
That's you also got to look at this is a new, and then you also got to look. This is a new dating scene. This
hey,
dating
hey,
scene now. This dating scene now. You got people that want polys. You got people that want other stuff. So it's like you have percentages of different groups. You're trying to lump all the women in one group that's out there dating. All of them ain't looking
hey,
for that.
I'm generalizing. I'm generalizing. Speaking in general,
That's like
most
me.
women
That's
want
like
the
that's like me. That's like me talking about a good marriage. I ain't never had one. That's why I don't
hell
ever
no.
speak on one. I can't speak on that.
I want
I can't. That's not my.
I,
That's not my
I
realm. That's not my
After I said
hey
that,
bro. Hey bro, that's not you know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
not my thing. That's y'all that's y'all thing.
Hey,
you
But
see,
now the
ask
dating scene, that is my scene.
ask
I am the
there's
one that's dating.
yeah, you the one that's dating. You the one that's out there. But listen, I want to think to myself, like I said, it becomes a preference.
yeah,
I've known young ladies, beautiful young ladies, educated young ladies,
yeah.
and they have involved themselves with men. I promise you, this one guy had 9 kids,
Mm-hmm.
and she knew about the nine
Yeah,
kids.
yeah,
But what did she do? She gave him kid 11 and 12.
yeah. As if he gonna do any better.
Because again, and she's educated, so she went in with her eyes wide open. And again, like I said, it's a preference. Now, I have a daughter. There's no way under the sun that I would want my daughter dating anyone with 6, 7, 8, 9 kids.
But if she choose to,
But if she choose to,
that's on her.
that's on her.
Yeah,
Right.
But don't expect me
Right.
to contribute
yeah,
to them 8, 7,
Yeah.
9. No,
No,
that's
but
not going to
but
happen.
you still gonna be granddad.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
gonna be granddad,
Only on Christmas.
but
Only on
it's gonna have
Christmas.
some limitations.
yeah.
And they ain't always gonna be on Christmas either.
So 90% of the women want 10% of the men that exist in this nation. Can you imagine? So the other 90% of the men are what they call the good guys, the hard working everyday blue collar guys are the good guys, boring guys are not that's got what would you call it? They got organized lives, they go to work every day, they come home, uh, you know where they're at. They're not desired by most women. So that's why the 10% of the men end up with all these babies. Women got all these babies by 10% of the men. Now that's ridiculous.
I want you to be mindful. Like I said again, it's gonna come down to preference. It's what you choose.
Yeah.
It's what you decide that you want to deal with. Me personally, like I said, I wouldn't want to be in a relationship like that, but that's just me.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said again, I know I get my own.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, to try to provide for 6, 7 kids that's not mine,
Yeah.
that's tough.
Yeah.
And then like I said, let's be honest,
Mm-hmm.
of those, especially if 2 or 3 of them had different fathers,
Uh-huh.
like I said again, they may not be contributing
Yeah.
to the house.
Yeah.
Well, I can't take what I'm bringing in to contribute to make up those ends, to make those ends meet.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, not that I always agree with JP in that. Again, I just assume to not be involved with
Yeah.
a woman with that many children.
Uh-huh.
But like I said, I don't want to block my blessing either.
Yeah.
I may love her.
Yeah.
She may be the one.
Yeah.
But like I said, can you financially or socially, emotionally,
Yeah.
financially, absorb that?
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, at the end of the day, like I said again, and with Rod being the one that is actively dating now,
Yeah.
we understand his point of view.
Yeah.
He may find someone that he's really attracted to, really, really feeling him,
And you know what?
and she has a couple of children.
And that's the point of view of him is coming from a point of view of him being like single. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So he's just saying that, and I agree, man. Look, like I said, we can agree to disagree
sure.
You know
all
what
day,
Yep.
every day. But I agree 100% with Rod saying. Rod is just hitting it right. Like I mean, like like you're right, bro. And nothing against nobody else, bro.
I'm wrong.
No, you're not wrong. But I'm just saying that when you look,
No, because
no, but
in this
when you look,
in this podcast, everybody's entitled to their own opinions. So it's nobody's right or wrong. It's just your opinion.
no, I
It's
say
just
you,
that
I say
we
you're right. I
we can
said you were right
we
when I
can
said I agree with you. There's a difference. I agree with you. You know
yeah.
what I mean? I love you. I agree with you. But what you said makes sense. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, 100%. Look, let me tell you this. And once again, can I finish the conversation?
Yeah.
Because I love you. If you look at this podcast next week, the year, but my cousin got 3 kids.
Mm-hmm.
She had to work hard for what she's doing.
Yeah.
And guess what I mean by that? She working at the sis. I apologize for telling them where you were. She working at MUSC in Charleston.
Uh-huh. I don't been there plenty.
She's the head nurse there. She's been doing it for 10 years.
Uh-huh.
The head nurse. I don't know how much she make, but she make enough that she got a $400,000 home in Somerville.
Yeah.
All her kids, even though she got 3 different baby daddies, she was able to struggle.
Yeah.
So she might have had a Pookie. She might have had a Ray Ray. She might have had another person. Yeah. But she find her Isaac and Jacob. Because guess
She
what?
found her Boaz.
And guess what? At the end of the day, she got her husband and he accepted her and her kids for who they are.
Well, that's all.
And they ain't had no more, they ain't had no other kids. Because look, I'm sorry to tell you a story. If you listened to this a long time ago, remember my voice has, and this might not be your cousin, but look, it's a raspy voice.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
Hey,
but
okay.
what?
Go ahead, bro.
No, go ahead, finish.
If you're comfortable with those that are Bible readers,
Yeah.
if you're comfortable with the story of Ruth,
Mm-hmm.
all right, and Ruth left again,
Yeah.
she would not lead her mother.
She
Naomi.
wouldn't
She wouldn't. And when she said that again, your
Naomi.
people will be my people.
Yeah.
Your God will be my God.
Yeah. Hey, look, Naomi's sexy though. Hey, look, I look at some looks. Sorry, Lord, Naomi, man, I can hit you right now.
Yeah.
But again, at the end of the day, she found her Boaz.
Yes, she did.
I was her Boaz.
I don't know.
Listen to that, Boaz.
Boaz.
So think about it. So are you gonna hit it in the?
But
I got
you
to. No, let me.
got
I'll stop.
you know the story was minister told the story. Boaz had some cousins.
Yeah.
A lot of cousins.
Boaz had some cousins.
Yes.
He had broke ass.
Yes.
He had whoop your ass.
Yes.
He had cheap ass.
Yeah.
He had drunken ass. You know, and what we want for women again, you find your Boaz.
What that referred to her
As a
kinsman
Redeemer.
Yeah.
Thank you, my
Boaz
brother.
was kinsman redeemer.
Kinsman redeemer.
So like I said again, and again, just saying women, again, find your Boaz.
Yeah.
And like I said, if you come to the table with 2 or 3
Yeah.
or 4, be mindful that again, like I said, you have to have your children such that Boaz can walk in and still be the head of his house.
Yeah.
You know, and then Pookie and Ray Ray, and are they other fathers?
Yeah.
Like I said, you're gonna have to check them too.
Yeah.
Boaz is here now.
Yeah.
You know.
And we talked about this. Y'all got to remember, there's a difference between the way men are wired and women are wired. They would be more educated on this than any of us. But men operate in logic. Women operate on emotion. Men got to have peace. Women, I've said this again, and people will disagree with, but women bring chaos into a relationship. Men bring peace to a relationship. My wife is chaos, and I'm her peace. You know, and so
you
Is that balance?
no. But if you flip it, you is her chaos.
No, I
and she
never.
no, I'm just saying no. What I'm saying is she. But I'm just saying if she flip it in her mindset, she can actually say the opposite of you.
She can't say I'm her peace. She's my chaos. Like I always bring peace to a relationship. She gets
You
stressed
know about
out. I'm pretty strong. She gets stressed out over the phones of stuff, and I'll be like, man, ain't no problem. The other day, she jumped in the car and wouldn't start. She come in the house, my phone won't start. Baby, she called me at work. I said, babe, ain't no biggie. I said, calm down. When I get off of work, I'll see what you got. Right? Next day, I come home, got in the car, it wasn't crank, got my little test out, checked the battery, tested the battery. I said, the battery ain't no good. Went to Walmart, spent $175 out of my pocket, bought her battery.
No. I don't like how
And
you
the
say.
Negro didn't even say
No. I don't like how you say my
Negro
pocket.
didn't even say
You said my pocket. You gotta remember now when you're in a marriage.
no, that was my pocket.
You gotta remember in the marriage.
Was hers was mine.
No, you gotta remember in the marriage. It's y'all pocket.
Hers, it was mine.
JP, boy, JP, you dangerous, bro.
But she got it made. So I spend mine on her. She don't spend hers on me.
So you say that
Mine was hers first.
okay.
If I'm ever single again, then it's gonna be even worse. It's gonna be even worse. I promise you that. Because if mine's mine, and with hers is gonna be mine.
Dangerous, JP.
Man.
Like the Gerard Road Dog. I ain't heard from Road Dog.
Yeah.
He been quiet.
Oh no, I'm listening.
I got to hear from the Atomic Dog. Atomic Dog, what do you think about this? Atomic Dog, what you think about this dating single women with children. And I don't agree with Gigolo and him to an extent, but I
So,
want
Ro,
this cat.
how do you feel about that, sir? Because I feel like the swing of balance is going to be on our side. So, how do you feel about that,
I
Ro?
saw that.
Yeah,
I
well,
saw
his
that.
thing
I
is
saw that. I saw that. I saw
Mm-hmm.
that. I saw that. I
Mm-hmm.
mean,
yeah,
I think
you know,
there's pros and cons to everything. Yep.
That's it.
Pros and
That's it.
cons. Yeah. Pros,
That's it.
pros and
So,
cons.
Ro, in your relationship, Ro, matter of fact, where are you going tomorrow?
Go ahead. Go ahead
Huh?
now.
What happened?
So, where are you going tomorrow? Where are you going tomorrow?
I don't know. Oh,
Aren't you going
I'm
to a
going out of
game
town.
tomorrow?
Yeah.
You're going to a
Yes.
game, right? Whose
Yeah.
game are you going to?
My girlfriend's son.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
so
We can
so
carry on
so
now.
so
I
The swing
see
of
I see
balance.
both sides. I see both sides. I see that, you know, it's good. Then you may have the not so good. Those that will say no, you shouldn't, because depending on who it is that you with, the conversations.
Carry.
For the most part, that it could be one of them deals like your opinion on certain stuff is not is really not warranted, needed, wanted, less than, or however you want to look at it. You may get asked, but it holds no weight or no value.
yes,
Depending on who it is that you with. So then at that point, some people may say, well, it's not worth it, you know. But then that's not for everybody.
That's right.
hey,
So I
my
think it just
brother,
depends on the
you gotta know
situation.
this.
It's gonna
That's right.
dictate whether it's gonna be a good or a bad
Yeah.
Yep.
situation
Yep.
for you.
Yep. That's right.
So
And
Yep.
that's why I agree with every single person on this podcast. But guess what? Tonight, J Rod is 100% right.
so
He's a
if
hundred.
J
Hey, look,
Rod is
he's
100%
100% right.
right, that means that Dale and JP and the Road Dog is 100% wrong.
No, Road Dogg didn't even agree with
No.
me.
No.
If
No.
J
No. No. No.
Rod
No. No. No.
if J
No. No. No.
Rod
No.
is
No.
right,
No. No.
Reggie
No. 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 No.
Oh shoot!
Ro took the side. No, Ro took the side of both.
That's right. That's what he did.
So he didn't take
so
the side of
if
no.
Dale's
He
100%
said
wrong, then
some situations are
And
good,
he
some
agreed.
situations are bad.
And then he agreed with us.
okay. So
But J Rod, continue on doing what you're doing, brother. I appreciate you. If you got anything else to say, J Rod, go ahead. Light them up some more.
hey,
Go ahead.
J Rod,
No, I
Let
mean,
J Rod talk.
no,
okay,
Because
no,
he made
no.
the
It was
point.
just,
J Rod
it's
made
just,
it.
no, it's just one of them. Like I said, it's just one of them things where if this topic was about either way how you run it, because you know what I'm saying, you have to. Because I was once married. I was married twice. So within that, I was a stepdad. Um,
yeah,
I'd never had a bad experience with the
That's right.
kids. There was
That's
never a
right.
bad experience with the kids. It's just that me and the moms just didn't work. So
yeah,
that's just what it was. But I'm not
yeah,
gonna say because, like I said, I'm the only one that's, like I said before, I'm the only one that's single. So me talking about what's going on in marriages, I
That's right.
can't. That's not my lane.
No,
I
you
can't
can't.
do that. So when
hey,
Right.
people,
Right.
so when people that are married try to
That's right.
speak of what's going on in the single lane of what of dating of now is
That's right.
totally different of dating back in the 90s, back in the 80s,
sure
back in the
is.
That's right.
70s. It's totally
Yeah,
different. Totally different.
very different.
Because now you got to
Very
factor
different.
in, now you have the poly life, you have the open relationships, you have all this stuff that's going on now. So that's
That's
why
right.
I said the whole thing of the woman now wanting the sixes or whatever, the three sixes. Yeah, that's a small percentage of women that are younger younger women. Like I said, the young
That's
dating
that,
scene is different.
that's
It's
right.
totally
See,
different.
But but let
Like
me tell y'all this.
him,
My son is in that young dating scene. Totally different.
go ahead, G.
No. The only thing I'm gonna say is like Herschel Walker. I remember Herschel Walker ran for the
Ignorant
Senate.
self.
Yeah, but I'm
And
talking, you ain't talking about
no,
that.
let me tell y'all this.
Me and my brother run for governor, didn't it?
No, Senate.
Saying it.
So how you can run for Senate and forget that you had a kid on the outside?
Hey, he didn't forget he
Mm.
had a kid on the outside.
He didn't want that to be
Like,
known.
even Herschel Walker was a pookie. He was a rich pookie. You got rich pookies and Ray Ray,
No,
like you
Herschel
got
Walker
broke
acting like
pookies
he was
with his
acting like he
ignorant
had
self.
no, he was acting like he had dementia.
No,
Because he was sitting up there
President
talking.
Bush done the same thing.
No, Herschel Walker was saying there. Go ahead.
And
Bro.
investigating. Do you remember the Iran Contra affair?
Yes, sir.
President Reagan. Well, President Reagan said, I don't quite I don't quite recollect that
Recollect that.
that situation. Sometimes we can pretend things. But I remember Herschel Walker. I used to like him as a football player, but I have no use for Herschel Walker other than football, G, because he ain't nothing but a rich pookie.
But the only reason why I brought up Herschel Walker is because he sat there and he said he didn't remember that he had a kid on the outside. Y'all don't remember that? How you
Yeah.
don't remember you don't have a kid on the outside? You run for the Senate.
Yeah, hey,
And all that stuff gonna come to light.
hey,
They're gonna do a deep dive into your history.
They vet it.
They gonna vet it. Yeah.
Look,
Actually,
how you don't look.
he was living his purpose.
But I'm confused. How you don't sit there and you sitting there on national TV and you don't know and you don't know that scrambled eggs is the egg yolk in the scramble. He was sitting up there thinking that the egg yolk is the scrambled egg.
It's amazing.
Look, Marshall Rucker's dumb.
His maiden it didn't work in his favor because
No,
they
what I'm
damn
saying-
saw
no,
politicians.
listen what I'm saying. Hey, Herschel, if you listen to me, you dumb. Herschel was dumb.
He was dumb.
Wow.
Politicians lie all the time. And women, the majority of
So
women,
but what I'm saying is that what Gerard was saying, he's 100% right. Because no, think about it. You got Herschel Walker up there, don't even know that he had a damn kid up
he
there.
know he had a kid. That's a pookie and a Ray Ray. And that's what women love.
No,
The bad boy.
no, the
Majority
woman,
of women
the woman
love
already,
the bad boy.
the woman already accept the fact that they got Herschel Walker kid. But how you gonna forget for 18, 20 years?
Because he was a
You got that kid.
he didn't
That's where I'm at.
The man.
That's where I'm at.
Damn,
That's where I'm at.
yeah, how would you?
That's where I'm at.
Gee, you ain't.
Oh,
Make a
sorry.
bunch of noise, but you ain't saying
Yeah,
that.
sorry.
Hey, there ain't no way you forget you got a kid. Hey,
Herschel
am I
Walker.
right, bro? There.
Herschel Walker.
That you got Alzheimer's or dementia.
and then you don't get on.
Yes, sir.
Herschel Walker was running for United
Herschel Walker.
States Senate, and he said he didn't have. And then all of a sudden,
Herschel Walker.
the little Pookie kid came out, and little Ray Ray kid came out. He was like, "That's my daddy."
Yeah. Well, like
Herschel
I say,
said, I don't know that kid.
but now,
That's what he said.
but now what that's got.
But he was being. No, what I'm getting at is that
That's what I want.
what I'm getting at is that people will sit there and lie about every single
they will.
thing.
Men
But
will lie.
under the
Men ain't innocent.
but under the cover, you can't blame the woman.
Yes, I can. Because she loves Pookies and Ray Ray. She don't want the good guy. She don't want the blue collar worker that works every day.
But listen, Herschel
Yeah.
Walker, he said that he lied to her.
He was a rich Pookie. And women are deceived all the time. And
But
men,
why the man's
men are not innocent. Men are guilty too. I'm just saying, I'm talking about the good quality guy that's out there working hard every day. Since women don't want the good quality guy that's predictable, that works every day, come home and may sit in his sofa and relax and drink him a beer and say, chill out a little bit. You understand what I'm saying? If that's not what they want, then they need to stick with the Pookies and Ray Ray.
Hey JP, why you hard on Pookie and Ray Ray? Because Pookie and Ray Ray, hey, look, they make the world, they populate the world.
They do. 10% of the men are getting 90% of the women. Hey, all you got to do is Google it. And the other 90% of the men pretty much out there. And you know, they're not sad. The men have accepted the fact that's just the way it is. But 10% of the men get most of the women. So most of the baby daddies are with 10% of the population. Hey, that's something. And then like work part about it. Hoops and the Ray Rays broke his hell. You know, we
You
ain't
know
talking
how they
about
broke?
the Nick
You know
Cannon.
how they broke?
Hey,
You wanna know why they broke?
they ain't broke because they got them kids. They were broke before they got the kids.
There you go.
They were broke because, hey, I seen it on my job. I seen all of them females this before I come to this company. I seen all of them.
Line up to try to get a paycheck.
They love Pookies and Ray Rays, and them cats come up there. This one female had her a Pookie. She went to leave to go home that morning. That's some night come up and stole a car out of the parking lot. And was gone. Yeah,
God
stole a car out of the
damn.
parking lot. Yeah, yeah. She know what trying to figure out what car was. They might know you know where your car at. The man got it. And yeah, on drugs, other women, he riding other women around in the car, she taking care of him.
He's,
That's a pookie.
he's a nasty nigga.
That's a pookie. But like I say, and then you got guys like
No, he is nasty YN.
YN. That's new. That's right, G.
Yeah,
That's right.
nasty YN.
That's what you're supposed to use now.
So can
Gerard to clean that up for you.
so we can
Gigolo to clean it up. Hey, but anyway,
Wow, Gerard.
yeah, but
Because Gerard, look, I'm on Gerard's team. I'm gonna be on his team tonight. Because
Dale
guess
on
what?
my team.
No.
Dale on my team.
They'll
You
stick
say
in.
what you want to say.
Hey, look.
Dale made
Now,
sense.
they'll,
Dale told you he didn't prefer no woman. He put you
hey,
by
Gerard.
different men.
Hey, brother. Go ahead and
Huh?
classify again. Go ahead and classify. Go ahead and break it down again. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, but the thing about it is like no, but like JP said earlier, they're a different generation. So I mean,
Yeah,
but at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? If I was to meet, okay, if I was to meet somebody and they got like, let's say 6 kids, 6 different baby daddies or whatever, you know what I'm saying? If I'm getting it, you know what I'm saying? I don't think I would shy away from it because if I'm
You
feeling her, then that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying?
you
So,
you
but everybody's
we
entitled to their own opinion.
yeah. We
So
hear
it's
you, big
like,
brother.
but JP that
It's like,
says no, but I wouldn't put on the podcast that men should not do it.
hey, I'm
I
putting
wouldn't
on the
say that.
podcast. I'm
I
putting
wouldn't
on the
say that
podcast. Road dog.
because
Road dog.
now it goes
Yeah.
from being your opinion to you're stating it as fact, and that's not
I
that's
mean,
your opinion.
I mean what I said. I ain't taking it back. Man,
Well, at the end of the day, everybody's
I
entitled to
love
their
you,
own
Gigolo.
opinion,
Yes,
and I
sir.
then
Thank
and I love you
you,
too.
Gigolo.
But I'm saying this is an opinion based podcast. Those are
I think it should
opinions.
just
Your opinion.
In my opinion,
I
is
think it should
women
be
need to
based
stay
on
away
the
from Hoops and Ray Ray. What say Road dog?
Mm.
no, I just gonna say I think it's like everything else in life. It's just dependent on the person. You know.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and that's why I am.
I think
But the
that's
only
gonna
thing,
dictate
feel better.
whatever it is that whatever you're gonna go through. Whether it be a female getting with a dude that got a lot of kids or vice versa.
I got some of that
You know what I mean?
success.
It's like you just gotta it
Yeah.
just depend on the person.
What say Road dog?
Because I said it just gonna depend on the person that you with.
Nice.
You got
That's
You know,
right.
some people are open minded and they wanna have and they open minded to a conversation. Then you have other people that say they are, but actually they just want you to sit there and listen and they don't want your feedback or value it, you know.
you got it,
So
big
if
brother.
your so if your opinion don't matter, that means 9 times out of 10 you really ain't gonna matter in that relationship anyway.
You hit it right
You know,
on
no
the head,
matter who it
brother.
is.
Exactly. Exactly. And so
So much fun.
I know this has been an interesting discussion. But now, believe it or not, Gigolo, I actually many years ago before I got married, I actually dated a female that had 5 kids, and they were all by the
All right, I'll call you
same
back.
guy,
Right back.
right? They was all by the same guy. She wasn't married to him, but they had 5 kids. She loved that cat. He ended up going to jail. Of course, he was a pookie. He was a pookie. Now he's a pookie and a ray ray. I promise you that. Anyway, and so I really got my attached to those kids. They showed the utmost of respect to me.
Yes,
She
sir.
showed the utmost of respect to me.
Yes, sir.
That make a difference.
That's right. That's right.
And I don't mind telling you, I love the woman
That's
and
right.
I love them kids.
That's right.
And to this day, and that's been 30 years ago, I can tell you every one of them names. You know, and I can see their faces. But so, as the Gigolo pointed out, different situations,
Sorry, guys.
everybody got their own stamp.
Hey,
And
look,
their own
I'm
opinion.
cutting you off.
You,
Look, let me
Go
cut
ahead.
you off. I need to say this part right here.
say
Give,
it,
give, 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 give Dale the mic right quick. Here you go. Ooh, they have people in the window.
Stupid.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know what? In the fun part about this podcast is that we do agree and disagree.
Yeah.
But we don't hold that.
Mhm.
No,
No.
we're not
Never ever hold that, because what Gerard agree on and what Roe agree on and JP, Dale, and myself agree on, we don't hold that against.
No.
We don't jump out of the dang on podcast and say, hey, what you said was wrong, blah blah blah. Hey, look, we let it go. Hey, look, that's for y'all. That's for y'all. You know, let me just go ahead and break it down for y'all right quick. Look, Dale, JP hit it right on the head. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, when you have somebody that's single, like J Rod, you know what I'm saying? He can actually tell us about the single life of what he's doing.
Yeah.
Like he said, he was married 3 times. I don't blame you, bro, if you don't want to go back in that field.
All right, 2 times. 2 times. 2 times. Two
But you
times.
can't. Oh, okay.
Two
Well,
times.
he was married 2 times.
2 times.
So,
2 times.
he was married 2 times, and he forgot the other time he was married. That's all.
No, there was no other time, sir. There was no other time, sir. Only 2.
But guess what? At the end of the day, we make fun of that. It's all of us making fun. Like I had to say 3 times. Gerard came by and said 2 times.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But we all got a level that we can talk about, and that's the fun part about running Tell That podcast.
Yes, sir.
We talk about different things. Look, Ro ain't married, but we're gonna talk about some single stuff.
Yeah. Even though
Gerard been married 2 times and a half, but he's still gonna talk about the other third.
You can put a half on it, but it was only 2.
The other half was on another
We can,
bag.
I've been,
you
I've been
know what I'm
married.
saying?
I'm married over 20 years.
Yeah.
JP been married over 20 years. Daryl been married over 20 years, 30 years. We can talk about some stuff.
Oh yeah.
So we ain't telling you guys nothing that you guys don't understand. We just trying to relate so we can have better conversation.
G, may I tell him something, G?
No, you cannot talk no longer. The show about to be over.
I can say one thing.
No, I'd rather hear from Dale. All right, JP, your turn.
Go ahead, JP. I got nothing.
I was gonna say is all I was gonna say is, fellas, don't get married.
Wow. Wow. Don't, you ain't gonna tell people don't get married.
Don't get married. If I was single again, I would not marry. That's a topic for another day.
Hey.
I love my baby,
Yeah.
but I would not marry. Hey, Road Dog, you got thoughts on this?
Huh?
There you go, my brother. I'm gonna give it to the philosopher.
Man, thoughts.
Oh shoot.
Final thoughts.
Oh man.
Yep. Let's get into final thoughts.
Well, final thoughts from Dale.
Anybody?
Like I said, guys, it's at the end of the day, it's your preference.
Yeah.
I ask, I don't even have to ask. I suggest you just make good decisions that's good for you.
That's right.
Because, like I said again, what's good for me is for me, and what's not is not. Dating a woman with 4 or 5 kids, it's just not me. But like I said, if this is what you like, then you go for it.
Yeah.
Women, be mindful that if he has 4 or 5 kids with another woman,
Yeah.
or women,
Yeah.
like I said, again, it's a good possibility that you may get impregnated by him too.
Yeah.
And his journey may not be over.
That's right.
So just be mindful.
Yeah.
Like I said, what's good for you.
Mhm.
You know, be mindful what's going to be good for your children.
Yeah.
Because like I said, again, whatever he's making, again, if he's not Nick Cannon and can have 11 kids,
Yeah.
get financial support, all of it,
Yeah.
well, hey, you know, you have to divide his average paycheck amongst 10 kids.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, it just may not be enough left over.
Yes, sir. Yeah, well said. I'll never forget this, y'all. I was on my job, and this cat had 5 kids. And he told me, he said, I take care of my child. That's old school talk. Called child. That's old school. You fellas know about that. I said, what you mean you take care of him? I said, what do you pay? He said, man, he had 5 kids by this female. And he said his child support was, what, $120 a week for 5 kids? I say, bro, I say, bro, that ain't nothing. I said, you give him about $20 a kid.
$25 a kid.
I say, how are you taking care of your kids? And he got hot about that. Right, but now he had 5 kids, and he thought he was taking care of his child by paying. I said, no, the government and the American taxpayer is taking care of your kids.
That's right.
And he got offended. So, ladies, yeah, I'm a little rough on women. They always say, marry before you carry. Now, we know it don't always.
Marry before you carry.
Marry before you carry.
Go say it one more time.
Marry before you carry.
That's right.
But now,
Carry
it
what?
don't always
Carry what?
happen.
Carry what?
Carry that baby.
That's right. Marry.
But, yeah.
Look, marry before you carry that baby.
Yes, but it don't always happen because you got some smooth cats out there
Operator.
with talking them panties off of you.
I'm gonna tell you,
Cause
one good kid
Yeah,
draws fall off.
I think me and the boys,
Hey, don't
all
pick-
of us were.
Look, never ever put cinnamon spice on your lip.
Yeah,
Wow.
It actually burn the lady lip, and guess what? End up it make their panties wet.
well, I believe that alone. I ain't got nothing else to say.
G-Man,
But if we got
G-Man, you know what
Go
happened
ahead,
next? You know what happens next when them panties get wet? Next minute you know it's like, turn over, bitch.
And take this, and Arrow,
Yeah.
and take this rod,
Yeah.
and take this rod. God damn, that's mad aggressive, ain't it?
Slow down. Take this red
Yeah.
rod.
Bro, you got a final thought?
Oh, shoot.
So
Yeah.
my final thought before Ro final thought is this: it's 4
Oh, my
seasons
bad.
in the year. It's 4 seasons in the year. I mean, look. So think about the 4 seasons in the year. Each and every single person deal with certain individual and then 4 seasons in the year, right? Be very careful who you deal with in spring, summer, fall, and winter.
Yes, sir.
Because whoever you deal with in the winter might not be your spring.
You're right, G.
Well said.
You're right.
Well said.
You're right.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's on me.
Yes,
Yep.
sir.
My final thought is you can buy a house that is empty, or you can buy a house that's furnished.
Come back to me now. Come back. One more time.
But
Flip it.
oh,
Flip it,
you can buy a house that's empty, or you can buy a house that's furnished. How the
Damn.
house settles will determine if it's your starter home or your retirement home.
Mm, damn.
Yes, sir. We'll get back with you, Ro. Gigolo, it's on you.
All right. We want to thank everyone that listened, everyone that will be listening later on. If you want to hear any of past episodes, you can check out our website, or you can go to Spotify, iHeart, Pandora. You can listen to those episodes. Or if there's an episode that you want to hear that you want us to do, then you can email us at runningtellthatpodcast@gmail.com. And
Thank you for doing that.
I got I got two final thoughts. My first final thought is most women say all men cheat, but on the Maury show, 90% of men are not the father.
Mm,
Think about
yeah,
that.
yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I agree with
That
this
is
guy
true.
right here. He do his
Got
research.
it.
And this is me being silly at this point. For anybody that choose not to, after this episode, just take this in mind. They might unfollow, but they can never unswallow. Think
There it
Yes,
about it.
is.
sir.
There it is.
This was a this was an all new episode for Run and Tell That podcast,
Yes, sir.
and we're out.
Peace. Peace, my brothers.
Sometimes you can unhear it, but you just can't unswallow it. Got it.
Oh
Yes.
wow, really? I
Hey,
said unfollow, sir. You can unfollow, but you can't unswallow. I'm just saying.
do
But
it.
now we're out.